Welcome back to Prisha Patter and the Old Green Rocker. Kindest Act, the story of a high school boy. When our son was 6 years old, he took swimming lessons at the high school. The last night, parents were invited for a closing program in which the children would perform the strokes they had learned and attempt something they had never tried before, a jump from the diving board. Each child took a turn. Some were very brave, running out and jumping in. Others were somewhat hesitant, tiptoeing out and giving it some thought before leaping. Finally, it was our son's turn. He looked very apprehensive as he crept out to the edge. He peered down at the water, then backed away. He crept forward again, but again he hesitated. One of the high school boys who'd been one of the instructors saw him and walked over. "Come on," he said gently. "You can do it. I'll stand right here close." My little boy tried again and again. Finally, he turned and walked off the board. It was very quiet, so everyone heard the voice that hissed, "Chicken." That did it. Our son turned and ran to where we were sitting, crying all the way. The high school boy followed him and said to him very softly, "Hey, John Thomas, want to try again? I'll stay as long as you want me to. You don't have to jump until you're ready." John Boy wiped his eyes, grinned, and walked back to the board. In the meantime, the other children had finished the exhibition and the parents were getting up to leave. When our little boy walked back to the diving board, however, they all stopped. A hush fell over the crowd. John Thomas walked to the edge, looked down, looked to his encourager, and jumped. I cried this time as a cheer went up from the crowd. I want to pay tribute to those young people who are kind and who care, especially our son's hero. See you next week.